Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, The Single Life. Let's watch. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. As I always say, everything that I say in reaction to these videos is completely speculative based on very little information. So let's watch.
You can't compete. I'm here to steal the show.
Hey. Is this one even charged? This one is dead. So I guess I have to use this one. All right. Am I really gonna do this?
All right, so we want to promote sex positivity. We don't want to shame anything. Everyone's entitled to have their fun the way they want to. From the guide, if I remember right, the sex guide, she told Stephanie to make a video of her doing self stuff. I'm trying not to get flagged by YouTube. I don't know what words get flagged on YouTube, but okay, but I don't know if we have to. They could have done it and just had it not shown on the show, but of course, this is, I'm guessing, going to make the show more popular if they show it, so they're showing it. And I remember being confused because people have emailed me and commented that this is how she makes a portion of her living, is she already makes videos like this. I don't know if that's true. People are telling me that. And so, I don't want to be spreading rumors, but so what is it about doing this again that is somehow going to help with what Stephanie's goal is to have sex? She frames it as losing her celibacy, which is fine. That's how she words it. But another way to say it is that she wants to have sex with someone. Like, it doesn't have to have a fancy phrase. She wants to have sex with someone. But I guess, that is part of the story. It's that she has remained celibate for personal reasons, and she wants that to stop. Okay. So what is it about this? Oh, so the video was possibly going to help her with her body shaming, because she seems to have a lot of it, where, she says that when she is having sex with someone and naked, she's thinking of, they're looking at this part of me and they're looking at that part of me, and that sounds like someone that has a lot of anxiety about one's body and a lot of shame about it. Of course, our society is terrible to people, particularly women, about their bodies, but really everyone. So the guide is saying this will help. Well, let's see if it does.
Stephanie. Yep. Looks nice. And hopefully help me lose my celibacy. I'm a little bit nervous being intimate with somebody because sex for me has never been enjoyable. So,
right, I don't know if she said that exact sentence before, but I was suspecting at the very least that for her, sex has never been enjoyable with other people. And there are various different reasons for that. Sometimes it's bad luck. Sometimes it's society. It's society teaching us and your partners horrible things about sex that make it very fraught while you're having sex. Obviously sexual trauma, relational traumas, because, having sex with someone often will trigger even our relational traumas, not just our sexual traumas, but our relational ones. If you are made to feel like you don't matter or you're not good enough in general to people, then that can be generalized or applied and triggered while, rolling around with someone. So she's saying, I don't know where that comes from, but obviously she deserves to have a sexual life that feels good, that, for the most part is comfortable and mutually satisfying. So she's on her path, which is great. She wants to achieve that, and she considers this to be a part of it. I don't know what the guide told her, but if I were to use this intervention, which I haven't, but I would say, pay attention to yourself and notice the thoughts that go through your mind, and let's challenge those thoughts, that if you look at a certain part of your body and a negative association comes up, like let's challenge those things, because that's not going to help and it's not fair to you. But I don't know what this intervention is supposed to be, what the objective is, but maybe we'll find out.
If I can feel fully comfortable and being playful with myself, then maybe I can enjoy sex and incorporate it into my life again.
Yeah, but why film it? Because she has gotten together with someone in a bathtub and she filmed it there. And she said she was incredibly uncomfortable. And so I wonder if she has, I think it's probable that she has an interesting relationship around filming. Now, it might just be that you can use that to, maybe for her, filming herself is very comfortable. She's very used to that. And so she's using that as like a security blanket as she ventures off to be with other people. So maybe there's that. But another part of this that could be holding her back is that she frames everything through how it looks. And there seems to be some evidence to that, that instead of just losing yourself in the sensuality, and because the other thing I was thinking about, and I will do this, I'll suggest this with clients, is to turn off the lights, and close your eyes. If as a stepping stone towards maybe having the lights on or being more comfortable with your body and other people's body or being seen. But in the beginning, sometimes it's just like, let's just have it pitch black, and there's no gazing upon you. It's just more experiencing you, which people can have dysmorphia around and shame around as well. But so I don't know. I'm not her therapist, but I'm just wondering what her relationship is with cameras and being filmed, and if this is a path toward helping her get the sexual life that she wants. Pets, what are you going to do, right? Especially pets that need a lot of attention, right?
Filming myself, pleasuring myself was slightly awkward, but it helped me take back control. The self-love homework actually went really well.
Okay, so it was a good intervention, apparently, for Stephanie. And she's saying it was awkward, which lends itself to the possibility that this was the first time she's ever done anything like that, which from her reaction, it seems like that's true, even though other people have said otherwise. But anyway, so it worked for her. It seems like it might have, I think what she's saying, and maybe she'll say, is that it makes her more comfortable with, being with other people, that to film herself helped her to feel more confident to be with other people. Okay, so if it worked, then fantastic.
I am so excited to do Kegel exercises. I'm doing some right now. It's kind of addicting. I've been doing them a lot. Literally last night I'm laying in bed, I'm like.
So, great if you're into that. And if that's, again, helping her to feel more confident. When the guide provided these two interventions, I thought, I don't know if that's addressing the issue. What I would do with people is say, what do you want? And what are the baby steps to get there? And what are the traumas that you've been through that taught you things about yourself and your body and your sexuality as a woman or a person or something, as a bisexual woman, whatever, that are getting in your way? Because we've internalized a lot of messages from society and from partners and from experiences that can absolutely get in our way, and we have to dismantle those. We have to heal from them sometimes. That's what I would have done with her. But the interventions were filming herself, having alone time, and also doing Kegels. And she's saying that they're working, but I can't imagine that it would really dismantle the fundamental things that I think are barriers to her having the sexual life that she wants. But, what do I know? I don't know her. But I'm surprised that those things are working.
If Steph is ready for any muff diving tonight, because I don't really quite know if she's like into girls like that, because that's happened a lot with me where I have made out with girls or like gone to second base with girls when I've been drunk. Then the next day you're like, was it a thing or was it just because we were drunk?
Okay, yeah, this happens, and there are a number of factors. One is that for some people, they are only interested in second base stuff, then they're not interested in beyond. Maybe sometimes gender dependent, or they have desires that they oppress within themselves because of biphobia, internalized biphobia or internalized homophobia, and they can only act on them when they're drunk, and then when they're sober, they revert back to complying with the oppression. So I don't know what she's saying here. She's saying that she's had a lot of experiences where she's gotten together with women while they were drunk, and then the next day, I think what Stephanie is saying is Stephanie wanted to take it further, sounds like sexually or emotionally or something, and then found that the other woman was like, no, that was just a drunken fling. Maybe they just didn't like Stephanie. I mean, that could happen. What I would say is to Stephanie is, well, what do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? It sounds like what she's saying is, I would like the opportunity to explore a fully sexual, where you go all the way around the bases with a woman. And I'd say, okay, well, how can you make sure that the women you're dating are also into that? Because there are questions you can ask to say, like, is that what you want to do? So let's not make some mistakes around that. And from the sound of it, she has not asked Stephanie, which is fine. It's sometimes you ask it on the first or fifth date or something. I think what this tells us is that Stephanie, well, I don't know what it says about her, but I think it might say that she's at the beginning. That's I think that's what I'll say, is that if I heard this from someone, I would register in my mind, oh, you're at the beginning of your life. You're at the beginning of this journey, this path for you, which is great. And there's a lot of uncertainty, and you've had some experiences, but you're not sure how to read people. You don't know even who you are or how you relate to other people sexually, and you're going to explore it. So I think that's what I would, because, you muddle your way through it. Even though she's 30, it's fine. Some people, for various reasons, I've had people at the age of 55 who are at her stage because of various reasons. So that's what I would hear. And I'd say, okay, what do you want? And take it easy on yourself, explore, have fun, get to know yourself, get to know other people, communicate, and you'll find your way.
And so with her, I really just want to establish whether or not it was just because we were drunk or because there's actually like attraction between us. Is she bisexual? Is she bi-curious? Because on my part, there definitely is attraction, and I would be open to losing my celibacy with her.
There's that phrase again. I would be interested in losing my celibacy with her. It's like the losing your virginity with someone. And if she were my client, which she isn't, I would explore that with her. And maybe I would be convinced that that framing is healthy for her. But it's possible that it's not. Because another way to say it is, because she says, I would be interested in losing my celibacy with her. Another way to say it is, I'm interested in having sex with her. Like I'm attracted to her and I'm interested in exploring how we get together physically. Because I wonder if framing it as losing one's celibacy might increase the intensity and therefore the anxiety around it. And maybe even the anxiety for the other person. Because if the other person is like, wait, this is some kind of grand mission that you're on to lose your celibacy, and I'm a part of that. Like I have to perform, I have to hold you as you cross the line from celibacy to non-celibacy. I don't know if I want that. Now, it's possible that the other Steph, because her date is also named Stephanie, is fully into it. So, there's no way to know. So there's a lot of questions, I guess, about that.
I know Steph a little bit. I know she's a cool person. I know we're going to have fun. It's just what type of fun
are we going to have? That is the question. All right, we are here.
All right, well, I want to thank everyone who's liked this video or any of my videos, people who have subscribed, that kind of thing. Super cool of you. It doesn't, you know, it's a thing, and I want to thank you for that. It makes me feel like I'm a worthy content provider. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.